Feel free to talk to your alliance partners. You're all the way across the field. Your alliance partners are on the other side. They're not going to hear what you're talking about. So we're going to cue your queuing table. Please don't congregate the middle of the table. The blue queuing table's over here. This is new from the last event. We think this is a chance to talk to your alliance partners before you play. Another note, we spent a lot of time talking to VEX this week. And again, last night we had input from the game committee. We have been told that these towers may not be secured and they may not be reinforced. So the way the rules stand right now, and this is something that I want to make sure everybody understands, is that when we start a match, if you think something that's the way it's designed to be. So if you believe they're out of spec when we start the match, let us know. We'll check them. Once the match starts, we're not going to replay a match because the rings move. We know they move. And I wish I had a better answer, but we went all the way to the game committee last night. We spent probably an hour on this yesterday trying to get a different answer, and they said, we know what you're talking about. We don't play this. We play the game here in Texas, and ours don't do that. And now they've played 6 matches, I think, is the problem, and we've played hundreds of matches. But anyways.
A couple of the things about the field, again to reiterate, please don't touch any game elements on the field. We will give you your preloads where they're going to be disinfected and given to you. We will actually disinfect your cables that you're plugging into your controllers. Don't grab those until they are set back up on the towers. We'll be setting them on the towers in every corner. They've got little yellow tape on the end of them so they can be identifiable. So we will be wiping those down and wiping down the preloads. We won't be wiping down all the other balls. The referees and the field resetters have hand sanitizer themselves that we consistently apply so that way we're safe. But we want to keep everybody else safe, so only
It's Saturday, September 26th, and we're going to show you another VEX in the Tent event live from Grandville High School in Grandville, Michigan.
All this robotic action is coming to you from the Grandville High School Robotics and Engineering Center. It's the home of the Grandville High School Robodogs.
We've got teams here for a morning event and an afternoon event. There's 24 teams this morning and 24 this afternoon, hailing from 6 different states. You want to stay with us all day because we start in the morning with our morning event, 8 a.m. qualification rounds, 11:30 starts the playoffs, and then in the afternoon...
In the afternoon, qualification rounds start at 1:30 with the playoffs at 4:30.
2 great events back-to-back today under the big tents, 48 teams playing, 2 events, morning and afternoon. If you can join us for one or the other, great. Stay all day and watch the whole thing.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy the robotic action.
Absolutely, raise your hand. We want to make sure that we get things right. So we will declare blue or red as the winner. We don't count up all the points. Most of them are very obvious to me, but some of them aren't as obvious. We absolutely will count the points, until everybody agrees. Also, if you have any questions on ruling, especially on a match that was just played, I definitely need the student. They can approach me after the match. I won't be really discussing I can discuss rules in general, but not in a specific match if it's 5 matches later. Please make sure that you find me after the match. We'll talk about what happened. We'll talk about the ruling. So, looks like we're getting all 4 robots to the field. Again, good luck today. Any questions, just let me know.
Steve, if we're running, we might need to trade off lights.
That's fine. I don't need a mic.
Okay. So I think you might have to just be the only one. What I would do is probably a lot easier fun out there. You gotta do it, or I think there's 9 balls in the score. I would actually not worry about the number of balls, put in about 13 and then just make sure you get power. You'll get it. So it's usually easier to cross like right to the side of the field and get up in here. If we get too congested in here, see how good they are. But just make sure you get the power. I gotta stop walking in there, don't I?
Do you have any your tensor barriers like we had, or?
All right, guys, 8:30. You guys ready?
There's Mr. Still.
Oh, there's one other.
There's Mike.
Right there, Mr. Still's right there.
They're watching at home, so they're listening to you.
Yep. All right, one other thing that I want to do today, we've done it a little bit in some of our events, but I want to start, is during the Auton, I want everybody to put their controllers on the ground. They do this in Iowa. I really like this. It makes sure that nobody is touching any buttons during the Auton, unplugging the thing. So we're going to put all the controllers on the ground. Also, the optics of it. You guys spent so much time programming these robots that the optics of it, that this thing is all moving based on your programming, looks really good. Because you guys worked so hard on this. So today we're going to, for the Auton, we're putting our controllers on the ground. Once I declare the winner, red or blue, we'll say, go ahead and pick them up, or at that point, hopefully I remember to say that, just go ahead and pick those up, get ready for drivers before we start the drivers portion. So, thank you. Okay, so everybody's ready?
All right, good morning and welcome everyone. This is the first of the VEX in the Tent tournaments this morning here in Grandville. This is our first match.
You ready?
We are ready to go.
All right, everybody's ready? Controllers on the ground, let's start Auton. 3, 2, 1, go.
And the autonomous has begun. Oh. And one of them has gone across. Automatically blue has one autonomous.
Pick up your controllers, let's get ready for driver control. We'll start that in 3, 2, 1, go.
Driver controllers go, and now the teams down at the court. The blues have started off with the autonomous win. Red is struggling a little bit getting the ball to feed into the, what they call a combine. Red is down in income because they just amount to everyone in the field. So they've gone in a little bit into defense mode. 248 has gotten theirs here. Oh, and they're struggling to get and 343 has gotten one into. So now they're, if you can see this on the field, they're pulling them out, moving them and loading them as they go, and they're just ending up putting the blue back in, or red back in. Right now, if you look at it, blue has one Blue with another one into the tower. They are playing, as you see the teams are working together. The blue team is... Oh, red almost got the center one to work. The 288B is keeping them from scoring, but they're out, calling track. Right now it looks like blue has a couple rows. Red, I do not see a row. But red kept the center.
I'm sorry, man. I have no clue why I did it. No, it's fine. We didn't score either. Okay, so count this up. Once they count it, then we'll have you disconnect your controller. Eject any balls. I think the only one that's in there is 323S. So if you guys can eject it onto the field, drive your robots. Not yet. Drive your robots back.
Once the score is agreed upon, the drivers will drive to the back, drive to their park position so they can pull it out. They will also remove any balls that are still within the robots.
Okay, we have a final score: blue 27, red 7.
Blue 27, red 7 for the first match of the day.
Disconnect, drive your robots back to you. Eject them. Yep, eject it. You should be able to drive. So eject that ball. Perfect. Now just drive it over here. Oh, the ball bounces back. You guys good? We'll grab it.
Hey, Katie, switch back to what you had before, because it takes over the entire screen.
Next up, we are missing one red team. That is Cube.
We do have more batteries charged, right?
Oh, no.
This says 90 minutes. My bad.
The camera or the camera has 90 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll ask Doug.
You can tell there's a little bit of wind today, so you will be carrying wind on the broadcast, regardless of who. Okay, the skills field is open. They are now allowing skills. The first team is already on.
Time you go.
Each time you go, you're allowed 3 trips total. You must do autonomous and driver. So that is a little bit of a change because of the limits to the field this year, or today, is that we are you get 3 trips to these skills fields. So please do your autonomous and your driver at the same time. Thank you. For those of you watching at home, you will see that only there are designated people who will reset the field and they...
Hi, I'm Doug, and this is Mike, and we're the head coaches of the Grandville High School Robodogs, and we're standing here at the Robotics Center at 4900 Canal, right in front of the can bin.
Since April, we've collected over 750,000 cans and bottles to help fund our program. So we want to thank Grandville and the surrounding areas for all of your generosity.
We started the first week of May, and you never would have believed we'd reach 1 million cans and bottles, but we're on pace to do that by the end of September. And that 1 million cans and bottles have funded the purchase of tents and parts and cleaning supplies. They've allowed us to run day camps and overnight residential camps, and they even helped support this tournament you're watching right now. So thank you everyone for your support, and please help us by dropping those cans and bottles off here at the Robotics Center, 4900 Canal in Grandville.
We made it real easy for you. You don't have to wear a mask. Just come up to our bins and throw them in. And again, we thank you for your support.
24 hours a day, no mask required. Just pull on up, drop them off, and we'll return them for you. Thanks for your support.
The next one is team 3231S, 240 F to the red field table, 248E, and 3547A to the blue field table.
I'm missing a red ball right here. Yeah, so the red, that is red, and it should be red here. So the right way to do it, the right way is that goes to the right. Blue goes to the right, but it's missing a red ball. There's an extra one up there, but we had somebody took a red ball. No, the ball was sitting up there, we had the field, so we were missing it. Okay.
red ball is missing off the field. You took one off the field?
He took this ball to skills.
All right, so we're getting ready for our match number 2 this morning.
All right, everybody ready? Match number 2. Everybody's in their home zone. Here we go. Plug in. Controllers on the ground.
As you can see, we are having the drivers put the controllers on the ground for autonomous.
All right, so everybody's connected and ready?
Iowa Nationals did.
Everybody's ready? Good?
And everyone agrees it's a good way to do.
All right, you ready for Auton? Auton in 3, 2,
Let's see what
1,
these
go.
robots do. So,
Yeah!
that was autonomous, and it looks like nothing happened. No advantage.
Go ahead and pick up your controllers.
Hey, a reminder to teams are here as we get and start the match. They're going to start the match right now, but if you're not playing right now, please do make sure you get your skills runs in. The skills field will close at 11:15. So skills runs will close at 11:15 today. If you're on skills, make sure you get in there and do it. They'll call off with any more teams, and they'll keep the team with the field going. Again, skills will close at 11:15 today.
So Blue has gotten one in the central tower already. They're working on the side tower here. Red looks like they're both struggling a little bit with their robots this morning. Happens early in the season, and especially with the first match of the day. We play both of these teams, all 4 of these teams.
Grab the ball out of that and put it on top.
So it looks like 8031B and 244B, who conveniently enough are teammates, theirs are feeding the robots. And they are able to get their motors to feed what they call a combine, which allows it to throw the balls into the top of the tower. So you can see they're still struggling. Oh, 8031B was able to get a blue in to the tower. So now they have 14 towers going right now. So the red team is trying to determine how they can. And one of the balls will come out. You'll notice that the team do not pick up the field element and pull out of the field. So what they do is they allow the resetters or one of the officials will throw the ball from field element back in. And they lost another one. 244B was able to get it.
That was not foreseen.
Blue looks like they have actually gotten all but one tower. And there are a lot of parts on the field right now. And as you can see, one of the field elements did come free. He did get a ruling from VEX late last night. And the field elements must be called before the start of the match. They will not replay if the field element is out. The end of the score is blue 45, red 10.
Eject all the balls out of there. Yeah, I showed it to them. Yeah, they pointed out to me and I showed it to you. I thought he didn't know how to field. Chain, we have track.
So now they have to figure out how to get the robots, because 3 of them have died. And then they're also trying to figure out whose parts are where.
He does live.
I'm freezing.
Hi, my name is Mike Evely. I'm one of the head coaches of the Robodogs, and we're here to talk to you today about Donors Choose. Donors Choose is a website which allows teachers to raise funds for projects for their classrooms. We've used Donors Choose to raise funds to purchase a number of items here at the Robotics Center, like 3D printers, robot parts, and computers. We're here today to ask that you go to the Donors Choose website, find our projects, and please donate.
Thanks for watching today's broadcast. Go to www.donorschoose.org. Search for Mr. Evely, E-V-E-L-E, and you can donate to support the Robodogs 3D printers. Thanks again.
Good question. Have we got 2 matches already? Yeah, this is 3.
So for the teams here, this will be a little bit of a delay. There's actually one of the vertical boats.
Another one down there.
As busy as the world gets, there are still times when things move a little slower, when life is a little simpler, and the local color looks good enough to eat. Welcome to harvest time, when Mother Nature puts on a whole new wardrobe, and we look at life in a whole new way. So pull out that favorite sweater, and grab yourself a little piece of pure Michigan. Your trip begins at Michigan.org.
Yeah, I was looking for plugs too, because this thing's got.
You're gonna need a lot of filler. How much you got feed right now?
I'm now putting in the aerial drone thing, which is gonna last.
You gotta introduce it first though. Don't just drop it in. Have someone get on the mic and say.
Alright, so we need Mr. Still.
Who's got a mic?
Doug is waiting for you. You have your phone?
Who's got a mic? I got my phone. I gotta get the airdrop.
Yeah.
There we go. Hey, you gotta introduce the video for him.
Oh. Yep. So what video is it? The video is about the robotic aerial drones.
So you explain. He's not live yet, right? No. So they have no idea what that is, right? So there's a new program VEX is released. We're playing it here in Grandville. It's got these new drones, and there's a new video that's released here. We're going to show it to you a second while they fix the field. But you're going to kind of stand in front of that camera so you can sit, they can see you. Is he in the camera view?
All right, let's see.
Again, if you would like to get your skills runs in, this field is open.
You got to walk that way in front of it. Go back that way. Okay, now kneel down right there.
Peter?
Good to go? There you go. Good, okay. 3, 2, 1.
And good morning, we are back live. What we're going to put a video on is the new VEX aerial drone competition. So this is one of the pilot videos they've put together. We'll be running that here in Grandville starting in a couple weeks, I believe. So this is another program that the kids will get to play with.
The RAD is the Robotic Aerial Drone Competition. This tournament right here is the Minnesota State tournament, and it's the first race we've ever done. All of the teams that'll be in the tournament today, this is the first time they've actually even seen the competition field. Okay, so it's that crazy and that new, but the following is amazing already. We have 13 teams registered pretty much within the last month. This year's event is pretty simple. We're just doing the visual line of sight racing, and we're also doing a package drop. Okay, but these drones going forward, just like the VEX, they'll change the game pieces and the games every year, and it'll get more complicated and a little tougher as we go.
Drones are going to disrupt and transform our quality of life in many different ways, and they're already currently doing it. We'll just see the integration make it more and more ubiquitous. So right now we're using them for all different kinds of things. Mainly safety is kind of the #1 thing. So I can go in and inspect a roof while standing on the ground. I don't have to get harnessed up. I don't have to climb a ladder. So I can do that and keep people safe while still performing the jobs that need to get done.
We feel drone technology, obviously you're seeing it explode. I mean, just from a couple years ago, it's gone crazy. Law enforcement uses them. Ag, where we're at, agriculture side is huge. Power line inspections, infrastructure, bridges. But the skill sets that we see going forward, obviously the autonomous side, the computer programming, that's going to be a huge skill set going forward in the future. All those kind of things are what kids are definitely going to need going forward.
Some of the skills that they learn at the competition, the biggest one is a soft skill, is about communication. In the competition, the students have to work with spotters, the driver or the flyer. He has to rely on his spotters to help him know or her know where they're dropping it. The other things they're working on is they can eventually be able to program their drone, and programming is an important skill that most people don't realize, that it teaches them problem-solving skills. So that's really important because they can go and crash and come back and say, okay, we got to try it over it again. And they go at it and they find that they get successful at it.
We enjoy being a team. Like, it's nice having just a few people and we all three work together good. And it's just fun to get the experience together and like learn about different things.
I want to go into like aircraft and things like that. And it's just, you know, it'll help out. You can learn some things that you don't have to maybe pay for. And I think it's fun to learn.
I would encourage anybody to be a coach, whether it's robotics, drone racing. Overall, they are so young, and as you see them grow throughout the years, it's really rewarding. And of course, you don't see it in money, you just see it in the smiles, you see it in the way that they carry themselves, and in years and years they come back and they usually thank you. And it's really worth it for that.
If somebody really wants to get into the RAD or the drone competition, all they have to do is go to roboevents.com. They can go to the REC website, or they can just look up RAD. So very easy to find information.
Right.
So they have managed to get the field. They are doing the final tightening of the screws to get that tower in. It looks like all 4 teams are on the screw table already. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. This will be the 3rd match.
Are these the ones, Kate, are these the ones that go? Sure. Probably 2.
You ready for teams, teams,
You're right.
teams? Ready for teams? Ready for teams?
What's that?
Are you ready for teams in the field?
Yeah.
Let's go. On the field.
Okay, teams to the field, please. Teams to the field. If you are in match 4, please look at your schedule and come to the queuing table. Match 4 to the queuing tables, please.
Does your robot score or move on all time?
Yes.
Both?
Yes.
Oh, good. You're getting a close-up.
Exactly. They need to switch it as well. No, you had them right. Blue.
Oh my gosh. That is a hazard.
So this is the red side.
For match 4, 244C and 288E to queuing table blue.
That thing has to go up.
Sorry, red.
Way that thing is
Red. And 41091A and 323V to blue.
So right now they're finishing up the last, confirming that the tower is in spec and tightening the hold downs. Okay, we are fixed. People are getting ready to go. Robots preloads are almost in. Once your preload is loaded and your robot is aligned right and you're connected, please set your controller up on the ground when you are ready to go.
As soon as you guys are connected, put your controllers on the ground.
Sarah. Sarah.
If this all comes forward, okay. All right. Everybody's ready? Ready, Anna, you ready?
They're getting ready for autonomy.
We'll do autonomous. 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's see what we have. Orange robot's a little early. Black missed there. So it looks like blue was able to jam one in. I'm not sure what others. Some got descored also. So we'll see what happens.
We got a red.
So they'll
It's
count.
got to still be blue, right?
Because you've taken the two reds out of there and you put an extra blue in there, so it's got to be blue, right? Everybody agree? Brad agrees? Okay.
Blue has one autonomous.
Driver can go ahead and pick up your controllers. Driver controller, 3, 2, 1, go.
One of the robots looks like it's struggling to move. And another looks like it's got a controller through a jam with a...
You guys moved at all? What's the matter?
You can turn it on.
You can turn it on. Your robot hasn't moved, you can turn it on.
So there is something that happens occasionally.
They work better when they're turned on.
They do work better when they are turned on. So that happens early in the season, it happens late in the season. A lot of times people get worried about getting stuff going, they're trying to make sure everything, and they forget something that you would think turning the robot on. But now 248 has already scored one. Once they turn it on, it took about 15 seconds to score that first field element. We're going to the second field element, and 3547 is throwing another balloon. Right now they're trying to figure out where they can score or they just scored one there. The red team is able to stop while they're trying to score another. 248. Trying to score some. 3547 was able to score another blue tower. Red team 32-30. They're having a little trouble with their intake and their combine. So everybody's scrambling to get as many points. And now it goes to the referees to score it. They scored a lot of time.
Good job. Should be a blue victory.
But it looks like we've got one row of blue,
one connected
and that
row.
looks like it will probably be the deciding factor. Although they did,
taking all the balls out.
blue did have autonomous switch also.
All right, we have a final score of blue 17, red 7.
17-7, the blue side has
So
one.
let's go ahead and disconnect your controllers. Any balls that you have.
Let's see if the teams can eject the ball, the field elements. You'll notice what they do, and then they drive over. And the reason we are doing this year is normally the teams will unload and load, help set up the fields. Obviously 2020 is a little different than any other year. So now we have designated people that will only they are allowed to touch the field elements. And then if a robot has an issue, they will also help the team moving field elements from their robot and also maybe even carrying it over.
Okay, so for the match, split the goals, we do 4. Focus on those and then 1 program. So each take 4 goals and just each work on that score so we don't have to be going all the way around the field. So on this side or that side? This side. Let's do it. Don't worry.
Alright, Blue Alliance, we need you guys to come to the field. Red Alliance, come on, make your way to the field.
All right, we are getting ready for match 4. If you are on cue for match 5, please come to the queuing tables. Match 5 to the queuing tables, please.
So for match 5, that's 288A and 248C to the red table. 288F and 8031A.
Does your robot move and score on autonomous?
All right, as you can see, the blue teams are both lining up so that they are right on that line because that is how they have their autonomous set up. So they are trying to be very careful to get it right on, but they are not allowed to be across that line. So for the autonomous this year, before in previous years, if you've seen them, they had to be touching the wall. This year they've got a tape-off zone that they must be completely within.
Is there a team that would love to come to the skills field?
So you'll see they're being very careful that the wheels are right on the tape, but not past the tape.
Yeah, this isn't gonna work. I don't know.
Red Alliance is doing the last little tune or tweak to get themselves lined up. If you have your robot on, your comms connected, your preload ready to go, please set your controller on the ground if you're ready to go. And it looks like we're unfortunately doing a little more repair work on the field.
Alright, be quick.
But it's quick as it's zip tie repair. For those that are not familiar with VEX, maybe it's the first time they've got family members involved, zip ties you will get very familiar with. You will find them in your laundry machine, either your washer or dryer, quite regularly. This is a very common experience for any parent ever involved with VEX.
There we go.
You will have rubber bands. You will have nylocs. If you don't know what a nyloc is, you will find out. You will have every imaginable piece of component out of these robots in your washer or dryer.
Everybody's good?
What's up?
280 F to the blue cooling table, please.
Alright, everybody's good? Connected?
All right, it looks like we are about ready to go.
Ready for Auton? 3, 2, 1, go.
And autonomous has begun. Oh, and the blue team are interfering with each other on their autonomous. So that sometimes happens when teams start, is they're trying to talk and they're figuring out what is going.
Change there that breaks up that road, so it's going to be advantage blue. Go ahead and pick up
Blue
your
has one autonomous.
Alright, driver.
Without talking, they still won.
Driver control, 3, 2, 1, go.
And now the drivers are in control. The red team has just quickly placed one in, but then the blue just as quickly threw a couple across and loaded up a lot. You'll see some different movements out of that. As they threw one in the middle, and then their teammates threw one in the corner. Now they're trying to clear out side power. The red team has gotten, here's what they're doing, a little bit of trouble. Now they got them to take their time. So the blue team is very fast. You notice how fast with their designs, those are an intake and a combine. You'll notice that they can throw out, and then they throw the other colored ball out the back. Some teams use different controls. Some they have color controls, so they don't even have to do anything. The robot automatically knows what they are doing. But you can see the difference on how fast they can load and unload. It takes a lot to get these to program right, but once they do, they are very, very fast in how quick they can change things out. You see now blue, they actually scored one of their own out of the middle, while their teammate took over another tower. Now red is trying to get a couple of control towers away.
30 seconds left.
So they're taking away 2 towers, and they're trying to do stuff from the opponents, but now one of the blue teams is right back in, and second, they have removed all the red balls from the tower and completely taken the tower to the ring.
10 seconds.
So now they're all blocking the position, trying to keep as many control as they can. There's one tower that is not being. So, yes, referees will be getting the final tally. This will be a blue victory by the look of it.
Whole bunch of blue rows.
Logan, I actually selected skills.
I don't expect it, man. I took
Alright, but we won.
one red in here. Alright. We got a final score of blue 55, red 1. Go ahead and disconnect your controllers, eject any balls, drive your robots to the side, and grab your robot.
Not necessarily in that order.
Can you start the ball, please? Thank you.
Why does it pop up?
We kind of suck it.
Yeah, it's not color switches yet, but press the button, it pops up. I like it. It's like right over here. No! That's right. We didn't put on our brain until the whole thing.
Hey, try to get the kids and not the
Yeah, you
robots.
see what I mean. That's what I'm
See
saying.
what the robot do is make sure you get some kids, because the broadcast right now is very robot focused. See a lot of kids' knees. So we make sure it's some kids in it. So we'll maybe look across the field, try to see what the kids' faces are doing. Watch them.
Hey, Doc.
Right. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Wish you were here. Words we've often seen on postcards and letters from friends and family. Luckily, there's an entire state that whispers, wish you were here. Climbing my dunes, sailing on my breezes, walking along my beaches, and getting lost and found in my forests. This is a postcard from Michigan, where wishing you were here is the heart of pure Michigan. Your trip begins at michigan.org.
You're not live yet.
You are not right there.
Match 5. The red side. I have 288A Simmons. If I said it right. And 248C Concrete. On the blue side, from Hudsonville, sorry, both those red teams are from Grandville. On the blue side, we have Hudsonville team 8031A. And they are Das Tall Boys, can't imagine why. And then their teammates is 240 or 288F, and that is Goblins from Grandville.
You guys good? Roll on the ground when you're ready. All right, we're ready. Auton. In 3, 2, 1, go.
And we are autonomous. So far there's only one score of blue. The red is fine. Oh, it just missed.
So it's going to be advantage for blue. You can go ahead and pick up your controllers as long as your robots don't move.
So blue has advantage.
Advantage blue. Driver control 3, 2, 1, go.
And so there you go. Blue immediately put their own out, but now they're trying to load. Red has gotten one in the tower. They're trying to get their combine up. Both blue teams are trying to get their score. And they
Run it back out and then try running it. Run it back out.
So blue was able to get a tower, and red just got a tower over here on tower, I think we're calling it tower number 3. So now you're seeing some of these teams start to pull top balls out and put them in. So they're trying to get it all thrown in, while the red 288A has been just down 3 towers really quick.
Keep it there. That was a lot of work.
And 288A just got another 248A.
Rotate that.
Trying to get their intake. There it goes. Now their intake's working again. 288A with another. Now it's playing a little defense trying to make sure they keep their tower. 288F is working again, so they've unloaded. And see them drop the ball out the back, and now they're trying to get it in, but they couldn't quite get it in. But they're able to destroy the red out of it. And 288 with another score in the corner. So now everyone's scrambling, trying to score in the final 30 seconds. There is 10 seconds left, so let's see what they can do. Oh, 288 just missed. Let's see what happens. 3, 1. So they were able to get some scoring going. All 4 teams were able to look up here. From
That was partially our being bad. That
what they call
90%
combine, so it intakes and then it kind of spins the ball up through the top and in. Right now, red appears to have a very large advantage in the number of powers, but do they have any lines? Yes, they have 1 row. So we'll see what happens. Blue had up on this, red has 1 row. so those will cancel out.
Red
They will
ball,
become
the red
balls.
ball's fine. So, correct.
So we'll
Both
see what
blue
happens.
balls are no good.
So unfortunately,
This is
so
a
one
close
thing
one.
is
We have
blue is
a
touching.
red victory, 15-13.
And we have the closest match today, red 15, blue 13.
Drive your robots to the side, eject any balls.
You'll see now they're ejecting the balls for the program, driving it back to themselves so that they can carry them out.
And we need a ramp on the
Once
bottom.
they get close enough, and now designated.
The skills field is open if there is a team. One team with head down leg.
And we're going to go on match 6. Match 6, we have 323B, 323S, 248E, and 244B.
This is something that's almost unheard of. Research tools made by West Michigan High School robotics team were used by NASA in an actual space launch today. Here it is. NASA blasted this test rocket into space this morning. It carried on board several instruments made by members of the Grandville High Robodogs team. This is video of team members making a balloon that they sent several miles above Earth's surface earlier this month. Now we have to tell you NASA doesn't tap high school teams to make the tools it will use in its space research every single day. Here's how it happened. A former Robodogs member who goes to Johns Hopkins University was working on a NASA project. And when his team became stumped, he turned to his former high school team for help. And they came through. Brian joins us in studio right now with two of the team leaders on all this.
Sue, I want to introduce on the outside Mike Everly, he's the Robodogs coach, and Mike Hepfer, who was the lead of a team of 7 students who designed and made a special box, several of them that were used aboard the rocket launch today, and they did bring a prototype along with them. Yep. Thanks for coming in tonight, guys. We appreciate it. You see the pictures of that rocket launch. I got to believe there's a big sense of pride there.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Go ahead. Tell me about this prototype. What is it supposed to be doing for NASA?
Well, this was the first of the design of the box. Inside holds the components. There would be a Arduino, which is a computer system that records some data from the flight. And there would be a GPS unit and several batteries for the rest of the rockets or boxes functions.
Okay, so it's like a container that they're able to use. And I guess the story goes, the former team member they were having a hard time getting the schematics to work.
That's right.
Take me through that. When did you guys come into play?
Go ahead, Mike.
Well, they were working on it, and they were getting pretty close to the end of it, and they didn't have any finished products or anything they could really fabricate. So they came in, and we hopped on a computer with some CAD drawing programs, and we worked through a couple of their drawings, reformatted them, and actually made a couple prototypes. And they worked out. They sent them in. They did the testing with them that they did. They took a week, and they tested this for heat, if it could make it through the extreme temperatures, and the vibration testing and all that. And then it worked, so we had to make more.
That's phenomenal. How do you capitalize on this, Mike? I mean, you guys, I'm sure you're getting a little of attention out of this, but this is a big deal.
This is a big deal. What's great about this is the students did the work. We have a CNC machine on site that was made possible through donation.
All right, we're ready to go. Programming in 3, 2, 1, go.
So red in the corner got one to load, looks like blue got one to load. 323B looks like they struggled and locked comms again. It looked like it was trying to move. And now they're scoring.
Okay, we got a red autonomous win, so driver control in 3, 2, 1, go.
Red has taken autonomous. Now everybody's moving. 323B quickly unloads and looks how completely Very quick. 223S is trying to follow up. They have pulled 2 blues up and throw it in. 244B is trying to load up at the tower. They got 1 ball in, and they are moving on to the next tower. They're trying to get one to that same tower. Good. And just pull the ball up and take it back away.
Yeah, go center.
Blue 244B just took a tower for blue. The red team has just taken the center tower. And now they're trying to rolling back and forth, trying to take the top tower.
Here, get this red ball.
Get a bump in 248. He scored out of the center tower. And 323B just shoved it right back in. So you see the scoring is rather quick this year.
Good job.
Hey, go.
Let him do his thing. Let him do his thing. He doesn't get. We want to get some
There we go. Now stay there.
So yes, you can see on the one tower, there are 5 balls. However, if you look at it, one of them is on top and above the level of the top ring. That red ball will not count. But the blue that's kind of wedged in the side, that is a scoring element.
So we have a final red 43, blue 7.
Red 43, blue
Go ahead
7.
and eject any of the balls and drive your robot over to you.
So now it looks like we're doing a little more field repair. So I'm not sure how long it's going to take for them to, or what they're going to have to do, but they're getting a little bit of movement.
Yeah, no on the field, just you.
It's less likely to damage your rubber band. Good for me.
So one of the links that kind of helps pull one of the side elements come out. So now we're going to put it back in.
We need to check in the We're going to do it on the field because they're going to come out. Into the field, yeah. So how then using the omnis.
So it looks like we got another couple minutes delay. But we'll see how fast they can fix it, because last time they were faster than we thought they were. Okay, now we're going to do a quick tour of how we have the pit set up here.
Alright, I need the team to field. Red Alliance.
You can see that there are different teams have their own pop-up tent, or some of our large tents have the same team. So out of state or on the grass area, and they each team has their own pop-up tent, tables, and under the one tent, but they are still, there's about 6 feet between each table. And then Hudsonville is in the far tent, and it kind of looks like right now they are way. They're about ready to go with a very quick repair on the field. Basically in the time it took the team to get fully loaded to then repair the field.
Format 8, please begin queuing. Team 3547A, 8031E to the red table, 288A, and 41091A to the blue table. That's match 8. Queuing now.
On the blue side, we have 244C. In size, 244F. Road work ahead. For the red team, we have 288E. It should work.
So we can legally fine. So then I was trying to go, basically, I was trying to get the perimeter of this tent. Yes. And then control on the ground.
These are one of our visitors.
All right, we're all set. So programming in 3, 2, 1, go.
And the match has begun. Let's see whose autonomous is working. So red has one, blue has one. Red is looking, and red is through another one. Red has taken 2 towers and is trying.
They got 2 extra in there. There's only 1 right there. They both broke up the towers. Right? Everybody agree? It's blue by 1. That top one doesn't count, so there's an extra red one over here. We broke up the top. But this one, they're just split. This one, they actually have 2 extras there. There's 2 extra blues, and they broke up the right? It's blue by 1.
Blue has 1 by 1.
Controller, driver controlling 3, 2, 1, go.
And now it's under control. Everyone's robot is working. Let's see if their loaders work, if their motors work, if their... And 244C has fallen over.
Andrew, can you try to pick me up?
So now we'll see what happens. 244 has a little stuck. B just loaded another tower, and 231
Oh yeah!
244
Don't destroy my field.
is trying to figure out how to right themselves.
Andrew!
244F just lost the team, so they are kind of driving a little weird. So the 2 red robots are both fully functional. And they're trying to move. Red is trying to figure out how to get around the roadblock. That is 244C.
55.
The red team's trying to figure out they score the most with 2 robots that are basically road hazards. So road work ahead is teamed up with the road hazard, and they are driving in circles as they have lost the drive to one side of their robot. So the red team is going to try and see how many points they can score. And the one-wheeled, one-drive robot is trying to figure out how they can stop them from scoring, but it's hard to push if the motor's on one side. Oh, and red right now has control of all but 1 tower.
3, 2, 1.
To finish the scoring, but I'm pretty sure that was enough to make up for losing autonomous for red. So it looks like they will win this match. We'll wait to see what the score.
Wave, guys. Wave, guys. Wave.
So red has scored, in addition to having all but 1 tower, they have scored
We have
every
a
one
final
of them.
red 46, blue 15.
Red 46, blue 15.
So go ahead and disconnect your controllers, eject the ball, drive your robots to your side, and grab your robots.
This scoring is a little confusing. It's kind of a big game of tic-tac-toe. Any straight line of 3 towers is 6 points. Each individual ball is 1 point. So if you get all of them, there are. But you will be getting every straight line is it. So obviously the center tower is white a few lines, as it is responsible for 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. Is it 8 rows? Don't let them count. It is 8 rows. Yeah, there's 8 total, but the center blocks 4 by itself. And each corner can take off 3 by itself. So, in some of the matches, you will see right at the end, we are unfortunately doing math, which we should not be doing on a Saturday morning. So we are having match 8 to the field, please. Match 8 to the
All right,
field.
Blue, I need you guys to the field.
On red, we have team 3547A. They are Virus, the dark side. They are from Monroe, Michigan. So they made the drive across.
We got 288A over there.
8031B from Hudsonville. That is 4/5. On blue, we have 41091A. Revelation. They are from Union, Kentucky. That's right, Kentucky.
Make sure they're not.
Welcome to Michigan. It's actually a really nice day so far. And then their teammate is 288A. 288A is Simmons from Grandville, Michigan.
The queue for match 9, please start coming to the tables. 288E, 248F to the red table, 288F, and 323V to the blue table.
All right, so we're waiting to see when their preloads are ready to go and when they put them down. All of them are still
As soon as you
holding,
guys
so
are
they
ready,
are not
controllers
ready.
on the ground.
Oh.
All right, we're waiting over here.
41091 is doing a quick reflash of their program. Let's see, the red team looks like they are all ready to go. Their preloads are in, their controllers are laying on the ground. Blue team, we have 288, that's 288, I believe. Simmons, they are ready to go. And if you look, there's some flashing lights. That's them getting controller and getting the program transmitted. Then they'll stop and they'll be ready to go. So as the day progresses, it'll be interesting what happens as some of these teams have vision sensors. As the sun comes up, depending on where they're sitting on the field, they might have shadows. There are referees that can cause shadows, there are competitors that can cause shadows, and there are posts that can cause shadows. So how those vision sensors react to that could be quite interesting as the day goes on.
It's not a good year for business.
All right, all 4 teams are ready and we are about ready to go.
3, 2, 1, go.
And there we go. Just a little out of alignment if they threw a field element out. Red has gotten 1 ball in. Blue, it looks like both dismissed. Red has got a second tower. Red with autonomous.
They got 2. And they broke up the row, so it is going to be advantage red. Pick up your controllers.
Advantage red. Drivers are getting control of the
Driver
robots.
control in 3, 2, 1, go.
They unplugged the robot. Alright. So now you're seeing fast and furious from the jet ski and driving. Blue taking over power 6.
Get that ball.
Red is trying to get the corner and they just got it. The other blue team is over here trying to get it to load. Just not quite enough. Red taking over 1. Blue took over 1. Red is 4, okay, with a D4 some power, so we can take the power over. We had 1 ball go flying out of the field. Red just took a corner over on. Red is trying to take another corner. 41091A just allow to do a quick little refresh. They're unloading and loading real fast as they're trading power control fast and furious right now. Left Monroe, Virus from Monroe, trying to get lined up with corner number 3 again. Oh, they do for the other. Everyone B is trying to take over another corner. And 288 that took over corner number 1. just missed. And 288 is trying to add another ball, and it just fell out. Spider just fired out of field in the last second. So now it will go to the officials. It looks like we've got 2 blue rows and no red rows. Red had the all-time, and there are a lot of blue balls in towers, which is 1 point each, but there are a lot of blue compared to red. So we'll get the official score here.
We got a blue win, 25-12.
Blue 25, red 12.
Go ahead.
Blue 25, red 12.
Check any ball, drive your robots to your side, grab your robots.
I don't see one robot that even has a ball in it. See if we can adjust it.
So we're a little bit shorter, so we kind of need the speed to throw it up in the takes away our speed. So you don't want us running any auto? Yeah.
Now we are going to number, I believe 9. Match number 9. On the blue side, we have 323V, that is Gears out of Martinsville, Indiana. Their teammates are 288F.
This ball cannot be moved.
That is Goblins out of Grandville.
No, it's really, it's within an inch.
Red can come to the field.
I have 5 bars connected.
288E. Chicken. Tastes like chicken.
For match 10, please begin queuing. Teams 248C, 4109 on A to the red table.
Don't worry about it.
8031B and 3231S to the blue table. That's for match 10. Please begin queuing.
So now the teams are getting their preloads ready. 288F is ready. They've already got, 288E is ready. They're already on the ground.
Controllers on the ground. That lets me know you're ready.
2 teams are on the ground and ready to go. 3 teams are ready on the ground and ready to go. 4th team is double checking their program. It is on the ground and ready to go.
Good to go. So programming in 3, 2, 1, go.
And autonomous.
Hey, I pointed. I didn't tell you weren't quite.
Red takes control of 1, blue takes control of 1, and they go for their second, and it just falls out. They're going, almost got a cross for a third, they're still going, and unfortunately out of field on it.
Are they touching it over there?
Now they got to double check to see if there's a touch.
No. Okay.
B score. There is no.
I think it's a tie. They both did the same thing on the corner, so go ahead and pick up your controller.
There's a tie, no advantage. They each get 3 points.
And we're going to start driving control in 3, 2, 1, go.
So now teams quick. 2323 B taking a tower. 248F just took a tower. 288F is good. Just got 2 on the same tower with a quick time. 223 ejects the red, throws the blue to the tower, and moves the other right there. Doing the same. Okay. 323B quickly loading and unloading from the towers. You can see how fast their design is when it changes over. 288E is trying to de-score. Their teammate just got 1 in the middle, and then they threw another on top while de-scoring the lone right in the center. That was very good teamwork. 288E was struggling to de-score. So the robots are going every place. 223B taking over another tower while de-scoring another red. And red, 48F, gets control of another tower. Blue comes over and takes it right back. Oh, red managed to score 1 and de-score an opponent in the corner over here. Blue has managed to get 3 in the tower. The red team working together to restore and then gain control of the tower, and then blue team right back and throw right in. Let's see what happens. One corner. So blue has gotten all but one tower. Red has corner number 4. So those robots are very close to the tower. The referee was checking to see if any of them were touching on this side, where you got 323B and 288E touching very close, but they're not touching the ball, so none of the balls are destroyed. If your robot is touching a ball of the same color in the tower, it is not counted.
47, red 11.
47 to 11, blue has one.
Disconnect, eject any balls, and right here, robots to the side.
Once again, a little bit of difference this year, in that the teams are not helping to reset the field. They are not allowed to go onto the field and pick up their robot. They need either one.
What if the world was a blank canvas and our imagination the brush? We would use only the most vibrant colors, the most dramatic strokes, creating a world of endless expression and endless possibilities. Creating a world like Grand Rapids, where every day is a work of art, and the inspiration is pure Michigan. Your trip begins at michigan.org.
Load in, Red.
Okay, match 10. On the blue side, we have 8031B from Hudsonville.
Those are the kind of donuts they got over there?
That's 4-5. On blue, their teammate is 3231S. That is voltage strike. Greenwood. On the red team, we have 248C Concrete from Grandville. And 41091A. Revelation from Union, Kentucky.
All right, let's get them plugged in. Controllers on the ground when you're ready.
We're trying to get the teams to remind them that we are a little behind schedule, so we are asking them to be on the queuing tables, ready to go.
For match 11,
so that they can just go straight to the field.
Queuing 244B and 288A to the red table, 288E and 288B to the blue table. That is for match 11.
All right, 3 teams are ready. Their controllers are on the ground. 4th team is plugging in right now, waiting for connection. And they have connection. They set their controller on the ground. They are ready to go.
Right. Programming in 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's see what happens. Oh, there's sales. They do score some, but they let them come off. They're trying to get another one in. See if they can do that. Into the tower. The referee's going to have to count.
Short on blue here. 1 short on. Touching there. They are touching the blue. Okay, so they are touching the blue there. So.
That doesn't matter.
Right, but the 1 point doesn't count. The blue and the gold doesn't count, right? It only counts for section your lines. Oh.
So that one doesn't matter.
Yeah, because they're in
Yeah,
red.
red wins.
Okay, sorry. So, yeah, see? Red win, right?
Mm-hmm.
Red has taken autonomous.
All right. We got driver control in 3, 2, 1, go.
Some of the teams are having a little bit of problems with their intakes today. It's early in the season, you'll see that, and it's also early in the day. You'll see them continue to work in the pit to make sure everything is in full function. 41, excellent. Loading up very quickly and very little time. Loading in. Quickly drive by and poke one out of the center. Looks like a couple of the teams are struggling a little bit with how their motion is on the blue side. Just took over a tower. They're trying to pick up another. They deep scored. Looks like they got a ball. got a blue in to take that tower. Then she took another tower and bumped into blue right as they went by. So when they tried to throw one in, and then they lost. 31B lost part of the answer. It's still somewhat working. It still works. It's not as well as it worked before. Able to knock them out. So then the center gets cruise control again. The last second to take over a tower, which gave them a roll. So red, with a last second grab, grabs an extra roll, which gives them, looks like 2 rolls. The triple county and not see a blue roll.
Wave, guys.
There's quite a bit of descoring that happened in that match.
Final score, red 29, blue 2. Red 29, blue 2.
Revelation, wave.
Disconnect, drive your robots to the side.
Thank you.
So then they'll have, you can see there's a lot of times parts on the side, so they'll have to ask one of the officials to grab the parts for them. Okay, now we go to match 11. Match 11. On the red side, I have 244B. Is it eventually that? And 288 Simmons. On the blue side, we have 288B. It should work. And 288F. Goblins. All 4 teams are from Grandville for this match. Oops, sorry, I said 288E. It's 288 or 288F. It is actually 288E chicken.
I know, I'm not there.
We got an extra blue ball down there. Hey. Blue ball.
If you are on match 11, please come to the queuing table.
Right in here.
Or do it's hilarious.
Oh, you're right.
We begin queuing match 12, 248E and 3547A to the red table. 244C and 8031A to the blue table.
Ready to go? One team is double checking it, the other team is double checking it. Looks like all 4 teams are ready to go for
All right,
autonomous.
autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go.
And one of the red teams throws one in, the other 2 looks like they didn't quite fire.
They're touching the red. But they destroyed the road.
Okay, so even though they're touching, they did take out the row, so that gives them the advantage. Red with the advantage.
Advantage red, driver control in 3, 2, 1, go.
Jammed one in, now we gotta try it. Oh, and they just scored it. So blue is working on the tower over here. They got one jammed into the bottom. So they're trying to get enough speed to stick on the top. Blue is trying to restore or stop them from scoring. Throwing one in the center tower. Going and getting another one in the middle. And they get another one. So it's working very well right now. They're fun and they can work their way on top of the top.
If there is a team that has a gap in their schedule and wants to go to the
field, they're throwing another one. 244B throws one on top. Take over the center tower quickly. 288A takes the side tower, and 288B takes it back to blue. 288E is going around D scoring red. Rapidly on the control tower. So they had a little bit of trouble. They tried to do the corner, but they couldn't vault on them. They couldn't actually get in closer. What they did is they moved to another tower and quickly took that over. So that was a good choice for the driver. So they can finish on and take it over. Quick lead scoring and quick scoring. As in the last 5 seconds, 2 towers changed teams. A lot of blue in towers. There's quite a few red balls that are not in towers, so that could cause a problem. Red did have a tower.
Wave, guys.
That helped. Blue has 3 rows. Because they took that center tower and that allowed all 3 of them.
32, red 15. Blue 32, red 15.
32, 15. Blue teams have 1. Match 12.
That's cool. Yeah.
Looks like all 4 teams are on the queuing table, ready to go.
No, that's
On the red side for this match will be 3547A, Virus, the dark side, and 248E, Rush. On the blue side, we have 244C, Inside, and 8031A, Tall Boys.
It's a lot funnier when I have John on my team.
Just because somebody isn't 6'4". Come on.
All right, red alliance in the field, blue alliance in the field.
Queuing for match 13 is beginning now. These have 323S, 344F.
So the red team having discussion to see who on which side based on their autonomouses.
248F and 4109A to the blue table. That is for match 13. These begin queuing now.
It'll automatically click when you just go to in match.
The qualification.
We should probably move that and let him reduce slow.
Yeah, sure.
So he can control it.
Now we're taking gas.
Maybe you should keep your hands up there. There you are.
So they're confirming it. One team is ready. They've got their controller already on the ground.
Come in, connect, controller's on the ground.
Waiting for control wheel. 2, 3, 4 teams on the ground and ready to go.
Autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go.
One in for red. Blue just missed, dropped it to the side. Red gets a second tower in. Advantage red. Driver control.
All right, driver control in 3, 2, 1, go.
Both teams got a tower. Split one to the side, so they take another tower on the other side. This looks like it'll be a 4 snap. Right now, a little bit of driving, trying to figure out where they're going. Blue with another tower. Corner number 1, it looks like they're a little bit just trying to get the first ball in. Oh, now they got him going. But Blue is taking another tower in the meantime. And they're working on another tower. Blue going up to the center tower, their opponent just pushed one up, so it fell off. So you'll see a little bit of just got it to work. Blue in the middle. Blue also gets another corner, but shove them both out of that middle tower. Take it away. Now go back and a little more.
If it's anywhere close.
But the zip tie is going to
All right, blue gets the center tower. Red tries to usually just shove it out, and they do. So,
And I see what you're saying.
there is a lot of blue time. So,
The thing looks like it's laying right. Anna, you heard me that we're touching the bottom of it.
keep them plugged in.
Huh?
So we'll wait for the score here from the officials.
Blue 36, red 13. Blue
36 to 13, blue wins.
Okay, go ahead and drive them to the side.
Carefully drive them to the side. Oh, lost comms right when they're driving to the back. It sometimes happens. There's a little bit of change for somebody also. Who's lost some change? Tall boys, did you lose some change?
I claim the same.
Oh, no.
I definitely heard thank you, sir.
Blue, red to the field.
All right. On the blue side, we have 248F. Don't worry about it. And their teammate is not on the field. Who are we missing? We are missing 41091A.
For match 14, please begin queuing 288F and 8031A to the red table.
Revelation.
3231S and 244B to the blue table. That is for match 14. Please begin queuing now.
On the blue side, 323S. That is short circuit. And 244F. Road work ahead.
I sure hope it does.
Yeah.
We're doing it every match. There's no way we're not.
And there is no height difference whatsoever on 244F.
Valleys between the mountains are pretty too.
Yeah.
All right, we got one ready, two ready. Still waiting on two.
It's very, very steep mountain.
All right, looks like we have 3.
Okay, you guys
So
ready?
the teams working together to adjust their teammates so that they don't interfere during autonomous. Last minute adjustments, they're not quite ready. Let's see if they're good to go. As they're trying to So they've got to be within that 18 by 18 by 18 cube to start the match. So they all have all kinds of, you'll see a lot of rubber bands for that. Looks like everybody's ready.
Everybody's good? Programming in 3, 2, wait a second.
Nope, one of the rubber bands. See again, one of those rubber bands to keep you in shape and move. And the referee caught it right off the bat. What a shot.
No, it's coming out.
How fast can we get it to go?
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Blue quickly takes one, red takes another. Oh, blue had a jam. Red tried to get another one, it jammed and missed.
We're all even right now.
Right now we are even.
Right? It's all even. Is it because both of them came out there. Those are the same. All rows are broken up, so it should be even, right? All right, let's pick up your driver.
So no advantage for autonomous.
Yes. We're all agreed? Okay, driver control. 3, 2, 1, go.
Start again. Quickly some changes. And then blue takes the center tower, blue takes the side, red takes the corner. A little bit of defense, try and help their team if they're having issues with their conveyor. Good. Get another one.
We need a D4.
Running out of power, and the other team, the other red team is struggling to get their combine in and work. So red is having a right now.
30 seconds left.
Alright, I think I'm back. So, very quickly, he scored from the corner. Unfortunately, their teammate has fallen over. Oh, they did get the combine thrown in. So I'm seeing a couple red rows, or blue rows. So blue, I'm seeing 4 blue rows. 5 blue rows, I think. We'll let the official scorers tell us exactly how many, but I'm looking at 5 blue rows. And I do not see a red
Okay,
row.
final score, blue 52, red 8.
52 to 8. Blue has won. So the red team has to figure out how to get their combine to spin a little faster, I think, to get it to
That's so nice.
throw a ball into a tower.
Why do we like just throw an orange on there? You have to like throw a 3/8 on there. Meanwhile, we're dealing with.
And 2 of them disconnected, so neither of them quite made it to the drivers.
That is awful. Yeah. That's my controller. What's it doing on my side? Second.
Alright, so over on the queuing table, they're reviewing for red. We have 288F. That is Goblins. And 8031A, Tall Boys. On blue, we have 3231S, Voltage Strike. And 244B. That is it eventually yet?
We're almost there.
For match 15, please begin queuing. 248E and 323B to the red table, 288B and 244F to the blue table. That is match 15. Please begin queuing now.
So they're getting their preloads ready to go, getting their robots turned on,
Alright.
making sure
Controllers
everything
plugged
is
in, everything
aligned
connected,
correctly.
controllers on the ground.
One team is waving, they need to turn their robot on, so they still have it in their hand. 1, 2 teams are ready to go, their controllers are on the ground and they are standing and waiting. The third team just put their controller on the ground, they are ready to go. 1 left. All ready to go.
Programming in 3, 2, 1, go.
Robots are located end to end, they put one on top.
Push you right over the top. And then like turn around and get rid of it.
And blue takes over 2 towers. And just gave a center tower.
Still advantage, blue, pick up your controllers.
blue with the advantage, even with scoring one for the other team.
So driver control in 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, and then they quickly de-score the one they scored. They were all lined up for it. Red quickly takes the tower. Blue is trying to get in and shove it in. Oh, and they threw it out of the field. And they quickly put back in. Red didn't follow the path of other teams. They are helping each other score on this match. Well, then, a little bit of driving around, struggling with a little bit of speed. All right, now they're getting some foot in. Blue taking over tower, red taking over tower. Blue just has to fall out, so they do not take that tower. Blue with another tower, red with another tower. They're quickly trading back and forth on some of them. Blue throws another ball in the tower they already had, but that's, again, it's a point. Every time they grab one, they throw another one in. So they try to play a little defense by 288 up. They're 248 at B. They just missed, but then 244B did end up getting at the score. They are going for a corner. A little bit of jam up there in the middle. Red tries to the center. Blue scores and then pushes their opponent out of the way so they can't stay. You got to be careful not to combine. You can't have two robots playing defense on the same. Just grab it and a D score, and then they couldn't quite get it on time. But I see a red row. I see a blue row. I can't tell what that color is, but it won't be a row anyway. So this is going to be a close score.
So this goes here? Oh, okay. Sorry. That's okay.
Looks like 3 of each color not scored.
Okay. But it's not very secure, but it's a little loose. But I have a red.
22-14 blue.
Go ahead and disconnect.
So the autonomous was most of the difference right there. 6 points for autonomous.
Okay. Any chance that that's starting?
I have a red dot here. I don't remember if that was there before. Was that there before?
I don't think so. I think you're okay. All right. You start getting more green dots, then you know what we're doing.
All right.
If not, then on the red side, we have 323B gears and 248E rush. On the blue side, we have 244F, roadwork ahead, and their partner is 288B. It should work. Fields are ready. Teams to the field.
If that works for her. All right. Well, right now, I think we've solved all our problems. But I
It's a double throw back there.
Okay, good. You want to go? It's going fine.
Please begin queuing from X16, B31B, 3547 to the red table, 323S and 288E to the blue table. That is match 16. Please begin queuing now.
All right, 248E is ready.
It'll automatically switch when the field starts. Great, so.
Mr. Everly?
Because it takes
we may move that over here and talk.
We need something to keep the cord out, though.
Oh, sure.
Oh, I think.
So you just need like a zip tie or something?
Yeah, I think I've got it now, actually. I think I got it. All right.
Is ready to go, and their controllers on the ground. A little bit quick repair on the tower.
That's good.
As they try to make sure they are all tight.
Because it's an overlay mode that covers everything.
So you can see teams talking to make sure that they do not interfere during the autonomous section because it is all on program, so it helps to talk to your teammates, find out not only what they do, but how they do it.
Good. All right, we're ready for autonomous.
Looks like all the teams are ready to go.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
323 looks like they're the only one moving, and they have scored on the $1. They have scored a second $. They're going for the third. They have it lined up. They don't want to find. They do not. They got it, and they got a full row. I believe that is a bonus point. It's just a 6 points, but it's a winning point.
3, 2, 1, go.
Then they had a second ball into that same one. So there's some defense going on, some offense going on. What happens? Ref throws it in, even with being slightly changed. Oh, and the meantime, television. Let's see what happens. He's trying to score another run.
1, 2, 3.
You top to 5, otherwise you can match the qualify. Once you get counted, you have to wait 5 seconds.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So you have to move one score away for the count to be effective.
There was earlier. There was earlier. I don't think.
3.
Yeah, I think it's fixed.
4, 5. Yeah. It's on you. And it's
Blue is the punching ball. Blue got one in, and not the second one. Now red has a rather large power advantage. Blue is so a little bit of pushing on the other side, not by 2 feet at all.
3.
So this is where the counting continues until you move a full square away. You gotta be careful, because once you hit 5, then you're in trouble. So if you score in the red, you got it. Alright, red's got a lot of points.
When you were counting, I was trying to score, and you were counting me as well. Does that my phone score that?
No, the other one.
Oh, I thought you were counting.
Yeah, the other one.
Hey, we got up there in the skills field. Who wants to run skills? Who's out there in their pitch and wants to run skills?
Red victory 68 to 5. 68 to 5, red victory.
They're checking to get them.
1.
While some were pulling others over, some were putting others in. 240. We have 2 ready to go, 3 ready to go.
Oh, there you go.
Last robot just getting themselves all within regulation size. So again, with the rubber bands to get themselves to match.
All right,
looks like we're all ready to go.
Let's go autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go.
Blue with 1 in. Red with 1 in. And red had one fall out.
So it looks like the same thing happened, so it's going to be a draw. So go ahead and pick up your
There's a
controller.
tie. Each team gets 3. They all have
We're going to start driver control in 3, 2, 1, go.
No.
Good. Came back.
Red was coming in quickly. Blue. Red with 2 in the middle. Blue takes 1 on the side. A little bit of struggle with their red with the corner now. Blue throws one in on the top. Red takes another side. Blue trying to decoy that side. Red's trying to keep it. Now you're going to see if people can get defense. If you score on that middle, Blue's finally throwing one in this over here.
Might give us a 2
Red's trying to take it all the way. A little bit of defense. That's a little too late. Red's able to take control of the tower. Blue now trying to get that. They're trying to go around the corner, trying to get one in somewhere. A little bit of D-star trying to go out. A little bit of storm. Taking out the corner.
I think so. Yeah.
And then maybe we need him to say what the scoreboards are.
That middle tower can be a little more difficult.
Yeah, I can try to coach him up.
So the red team is able to D-score one. Blue D-scored. Red completely D-scored the center and got their own in there. So that was very well done. Red almost taking another corner. They can't quite get it in there. They got 3 seconds. So Red's looking at 1, 2 rows. I do not see a blue row. So we'll see what the official score here is in a few seconds. They're pretty close. Looks like they got
Red 27, blue 10.
Red 27, blue 10.
Go ahead and disconnect. Try to roll us aside. Eject any balls we may have.
So going on
Right as it pulled off.
backfield, which we showed only a few seconds of in skills. In skills, it is just one robot, and your goal is to score as many points as you possibly can in 1 minute in driver, and 1 minute separately, 1 minute programming only. So right now on the screen is the skills rankings going through on what teams have done so far. So this is one where they will, in between matches, when they have a small break, you'll see teams going over there, doing their skills run, and then that will be in their official rankings also. We're doing skills a little different and asking that if you come to the field today, that you do both your autonomous and driver at the same time.
We'll do the actual rankings.
Right, I need red loaded and blue
Looks like
loaded.
the field is ready to go.
That's awesome.
So about right here. About right here.
You're good, Brandon.
Let's begin queuing match 19, 248F and 244B to the red table.
All right, we have all the teams on the field. On the red side, we have 41091A,
3547A and 24HC to the blue table. That is for match 19. We begin queuing now.
All right, red, 4191A, 8031A, tall boys,
Plug them in, put them down.
S, short circuit, and 288B. And then it should work. All right, have to get the cleaning fluid off.
I normally do,
Shop vac or something.
Well, that's a new thing. Hopefully we didn't hit anybody. We had
Wave,
a
guys.
little bit of wind, so we had the tent, one of the tents lifted off the ground, so we're going to have to make sure we get the...
Wave, guys.
We're all ready for programming. In 3,
All right,
2,
we are ready.
1, go.
Autonomous is going. Looks like one work. Red taking some right off the bat. Blue is getting 2 towers. Red trying to get that.
Let's see that again, guys.
Red was able to take the advantage because not only did they take those 2 towers, but they de-scored the Blues from those towers. So now it is driver control, and they're trying to fast this on and just score. So 8031A keeps having a little bit of trouble. Motors
because it hits the tower.
Red finally got one in, 30-23 takes the corner, and their teammate takes. Blue is going for another corner that Red had previously just taken. Blue takes the corner, Red takes the side, and Blue takes another corner, Red takes another corner. You can see how fast these two changing corners. As they are quickly one in, one out, one in, one out. Blue takes another corner, and they do score at the same time. So some are trying to add to their totals in certain towers. Others are struggling, but you're seeing towers change control very fast. In this match, we're seeing lots of changes very fast. So Red takes the power. Blue takes the red out, but then they just spin out, but they keep their teammates coming over.
They still have one row. Now they have two.
There's another. Quickly, 322F scores 3 red balls from the center tower.
5 seconds left.
Blue takes the corner to take out a row on them. But, wow, you look at it, all of that chaos, and Red is all but one tower. That is, but it's a corner, so I took out 2, but it's still 6 rows. So Red has 1. Look at it. So we will see what the final score is. Okay, and on the screen, you should be seeing the rankings of the qualifying matches.
Go ahead and disconnect. Drive your
So
robot
we'll run those
and eject
between
the ball.
these 2 matches so that you can see what the rankings of these qualifying matches are for right now. The next match, the teams are on the queuing table.
Who do we have here, Kevin?
We have on the red side, we have 244B, and we have, sorry, I don't know their name. 244B and 248F on the red team. On the blue side, we have 3547A
Red, load in.
and 248C.
Load in. Let's go.
So everyone to the field, please.
Queuing for match 20, 244C, 248E to the red table, 288F and 8031B to the blue table. That is for match 20. Please begin queuing now.
And you're over the line. You're under the grid.
we're not ready. We got to put the preload.
All right, so the teams are getting their preloads ready. They're getting their robots lined up. I have 1 team ready to go. I have 2 teams ready to go.
We're catching up now. Yay.
Let's see.
Plug in your connection controller down.
3 teams ready to go. Last one just double checking it didn't connect. Looks like they are ready to go. All 4 teams are ready to go. We are autonomous.
3, 2, 1, go.
Red team just missed with the one. Blue team just missed it. Shot it off the field. So red has 1 in. Blue's trying to get another. Do they have time to do it? Not quite work.
Advantage red.
Red with the advantage. So the driver's getting ready. The last field element will get put on the field right at the start. Let's see what happens. Field element. So blue takes take one anyway. Red takes the side. Tied up, it looks like. Everything's stuck. That happens sometimes. 35-40. Red scores. The red and the blue team. Red just pushes them, so when they shoot the ball, it actually missed and flew out of the field. So now one of the referees is getting the thrown back in the field. Blue team is trying to score. Red team scores in the corner. Scores the blue ball. Red is looking for another spot they can pull in. Blue is playing defense on that side.
Knock it off!
So, three of the teams are from Grandville, so they know each other rather well. So they do what they can to Blue taking over a side. Blue doing a little bit of deep scoring over on this side. Red able to deep score also. Both of them are trying to take over the tower, so they might have deep score, but neither of them been able to get it. The score to take over the tower. Robots just kind of bumping into each other. Blue and red both taking the tower. Red gave them a row. Blue just took the tower back. But right now I'm seeing 2 red rows, and I do not see any blue rows.
Let me play the game!
But there are some parts laying on the field. And that one looks like it might have been needed.
Alright, 13 red, 31 red, 8 blue.
Red has won 31-8.
Go ahead and drive your robots to your side.
248C is mostly driving, but it's lost quite a few parts, so it doesn't really drive that well anymore. They lost a chain and an intake part.
Let me play the game! No.
Welcome to the world's greatest 2 minutes in robotics. The 2020-2021 game, VEX Robotics Competition, Change UP.
Change UP is played on a 12-foot by 12-foot field by 2 alliances, 1 red and 1 blue, made up of 2 teams each.
The object of the game is to get more points than the other alliance by scoring balls in goals and by connecting rows.
The VRC Change UP field contains 32 balls, 16 red and 16 blue. Each robot starts the match with one of their corresponding balls as a preload. In addition, there are 9 goals located around the field where balls can be scored.
Balls are 6.3 inches in diameter and are worth 1 point for the corresponding alliance color when scored in a goal.
An alliance can take ownership of a goal by having the top scored ball in the goal. If an alliance has 3 owned goals in a row, they will receive a bonus of 6 points for connecting the row. But watch out!
During the driver control period, robots can remove balls from any goal at any time. This means that even if a goal looks full, an opponent could descore one of your balls, open a spot for a ball of their own, and interrupt a connected row. No scored balls or connected rows are safe. Each match begins with a 15-second autonomous period where robots score on their side of the field without help from their drivers. The alliance that scores more points in the autonomous period is awarded with a 6-point bonus added to the final score at the end of the match. This year, each alliance also has the opportunity to earn an additional win point in the autonomous period by completing their whole.
3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so 1 blue ball is jammed in. Red team takes a foul. So they added the ball and broke up a row.
They broke up that row. So go ahead and pick up the controller.
Red with the advantage.
And we're going to go ahead and start drive control in 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, pretty similar teams. The robot, you'll see 3 of them have what are called the combines, and one of them actually has more of a 4-bar with a conveyor system at the top. They can hold 2 without any problems and quickly go up and drop it in. Their teammate is busy trying to block while scoring also. So as they quickly dump them out, de-score a blue. And the blue team de-scored one there, but they pushed them before they could de-score anymore. And it looks like 244C has stopped moving as it fell over. So that's something that happened. Either from just from running into each other or from nothing happened.
You can go the other way.
So they're still struggling. It looks like 80-31 while they are still mobile. They lost it. So now they're trying to see what they can do to push it in or to pull it out. So they are struggling. Their combine works, but now they're trying to de-score and trying to move. Let's see what happens. Looks like 2 robots aren't working anymore. And the red team just pushes the blue while they try to score.
Seconds left.
Oh, and they just missed taking over the center. See if anybody can score in 2 seconds. Blue takes 2 towers with 5 seconds left.
3, 2, 1.
And that could have been the difference. Blue has 1 row. Oh, no, 3 rows. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. They got that center that gave them, and that corner that gave them 3 instead of just the 1. So there's a lot of parts on the field from this match, as 3 of the robots weren't running at the end, or didn't fully function at the end. So that you'll see.
Final blue 30, red 13.
Blue 30, red 13.
Alright, go ahead, disconnect, drive your robots over.
One thing that does happen is they do play defense, and they have to be able to have interaction with other robots. So you will see them bump into each other. That is perfectly legal. That is how this game is supposed to be played. Now, you cannot purposely take apart your opponent's robot. So there is, you can run into them, but you can't take them apart.
It's so strong.
So this field setup will take a little longer after they had to collect all the parts. There's a few other little parts laying around, but that'll accumulate over the day as much as they try. As you'll see screws come out, or rubber bands, or the washers that are used to lock it in.
I placed that 3 times.
I only hit once.
Twice. Twice, I saw you.
Anna, don't worry, I got it on camera.
Welcome to the world's greatest 2 minutes in robotics. The 2020-2021 game, VEX Robotics Competition, Change UP.
Change UP is played on a 12-foot by 12-foot field by 2 alliances, 1 red and 1 blue, made up of 2 teams each.
The object of the game is to get more points than the other alliance by scoring balls in goals and by connecting rows.
The VRC change-up field contains 32 balls, 16 red and 16 blue. Each robot starts the match with one of their corresponding balls as a preload. In addition, there are 9 goals located around the field where balls can be scored.
Balls are 6.3 inches in diameter and are worth 1 point for the corresponding alliance color when scored in a goal.
An alliance can take ownership of a goal by having the top scored ball in the goal. If an alliance has 3 owned goals in a row, they will receive a bonus of 6 points for connecting the row. But watch out!
During the driver control period, robots can remove balls from any goal at any time. This means that even if a goal looks full, an opponent could de-score one of your balls, open a spot for a ball of their own, and interrupt a connected row. No scored balls or connected rows are safe. Each match begins with a 15-second autonomous period where robots score on their side of the field without help from their drivers. The alliance that scores more points in the autonomous period is awarded with a 6-point bonus added to the final score at the end.
So 1 red team and 1 blue team on the game. Blue scores 1. Red is trying to score the second. And bounce out It looks like blue advantage as they broke up their row and scored one. Drivers will take control.
Driver control in 3, 2, 1, go.
And begin. Red's having a little problem with one of their arms not. Red throws a couple in to take a tower. Blue takes the tower.
They have a talent. They have a line.
Red's still trying to get themselves to work. Red with 3 on that one. Now they're going over to another side. They managed to bump somebody in and score a corner.
Over the field, okay?
So blue gets the corner. Red gets the corner. And blue is in one corner trying to de-score all of them. Red de-scored all of them out of one. Nope, they lost one. So they just took control of the tower. They didn't de-score it, but they were able to take control of it. Red looks like their robot will now work. There might be 2 men in that corner. Blue able to de-score. Couple parts laying on the field as normal. Red taking the control. Some decent. So let's see. I don't see any rows right now. So this will be an interesting count.
Trying to give you some problems there, isn't it?
Unfortunately, I'm in the cone.
Blue wins 14 to 8. There are no rows on the field, so Auton wins it. Go ahead and disconnect. Drive your robot to the side.
So that one was entirely one on autonomous. So blue won 14 to 8. So as you can see, as it seems to happen on every match we've had, there somebody has chain on the field. That's very common this year. Just with the way a lot of the robots are built, there's a lot of chain.
I have to play. I have to score.
With interaction, it's tough to keep that chain protected so it doesn't break free and come loose.
Until one of their chains breaks, and then you're fine. No. Hudson team, their front breaks so easy. Just ram them once, they're done, you go to the other team.
I assume that you want to just be scoring?
Just watch the yeah, we'll be scoring. Alright.
So take it Hudsonville, then just block you.
Wish you were here. Words we've often seen on postcards and letters from friends and family. Luckily, there's an entire state that whispers, wish you were here. Climbing my dunes, sailing on my breezes, walking along my beaches, and getting lost and found in my forests. This is a postcard from Michigan, where wishing you were here is the heart of pure Michigan. Your trip begins at michigan.org.
A and 248F.
Queuing for match 23, I need 288F and 244B to the red table, 288B and 244C to the blue table. That is for match 23. Please begin queuing now.
All right, plug them in, get them connected, set them down.
Almost forgot. We are consistent.
All right, so one team has their robot ready to go and their controller is on the ground. Both blue teams are ready to go. One red team. 2 red teams. Looks like all teams are ready to go on autonomous.
We're going to start autonomous in 3, 2. Nope, put down. 3, 2, 1, go.
It's kind of a new thing with not holding the controllers during autonomous. Red just had it roll out, or they had the corner. And then the other one just barely missed too, but they're going for the third one. And they got that one in, but they're touching one.
It's going to be advantage blue because they're touching the red on the bottom, or else it's going to be tied, right?
So it's like making contact that causes...
It's going to be advantage blue. They're not touching any of them down there?
They're touching that one.
Yeah, but any of the ones that are scored, in the 3 in the goal, right? Okay.
Touching this one.
Okay.
It would be scored if you're not.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but it's still advantage blue because that wouldn't count.
Blue has taken the advantage.
All right, we're going to start driving control in 3, 2, 1, go.
Red quickly takes over side tower. They're going for another one. Takes another side tower. Blue takes a corner. Red descores and takes another corner. Blue takes a corner. They're trading corners quickly. That can be. All right, red takes another corner. Red takes the center.
Okay. Someone lost the brain cover. Yeah, that was our teammate.
Just a little bit of defense knocks them off balance. They can't quite take it to the tower. Red quickly takes the neighboring tower. Blue takes another corner. The 2 Hudsonville teams are crashing into each other while their teammates try to score. Can't quite get it in, but their teammate comes right over and scores next to them while they're blocking. Red quickly comes and throws another one in on top just to take it away again.
Grego, focus on corner.
Red takes another corner. Blue tries to take another corner. Blue takes a corner. That pushes them out of the way to try and take back that corner. Blue takes a corner. Red takes a side, but red is touching one of them, but we'll see. I see a red row.
But the middle, that one and the middle. And the middle.
Don't see a blue row.
Stops a lot of those.
So this is going to be a close score. A couple little pots on the field. Somebody's motor controller cover. They'll probably want the brain shield on. That can cause problems.
All right, we have a red victory, 19-14.
Red wins 19-14.
Go ahead and disconnect, right, your robot. Yours? I'm entangled. All right, then just leave it be. I'll untangle it. Nobody move. Nobody move. There. Now you can go.
All right, qualification match 23, 288F and 244B on the red side, 288B and 244C on the blue side.
I do feel safe up here though.
That's good.
Queuing for match 24, please have 288E and 248C to the red table. 248E and 244F to the blue table. That is for match 24.
Oh, wow. Plug them in, put them down.
All right, as we get these ready to go, we have the blue side is ready to go. Red side has one ready to go. They need to plug in their controller though. All right, what do we have? We are almost ready to go. They've got them plugged in. They've got them powered on.
All right.
Waiting for signal.
Yeah, put it down when you're ready.
They are ready to go now. All of them are down. All of them are ready to run.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
Unfortunately, the red managed to destroy.
To the blue side, go ahead and pick up your controller. Okay, we're going to start drive control in 3, 2, 1, go.
And now the drivers have control. They're quickly trying to score. A little bit of pushing, a little bit of shoving. The red knocks one of their own balls out on the field. Blue quickly takes back the center tower. Red just misses getting this corner to fall out. Their teammate does manage to get control of the side. Red is definitely trying to get this corner near me while they're blue. Oh, here. 5. 4. Can't count today. 4 blue rows.
Blue wins 46 to 8.
46 to 8. Blue with the win.
Go ahead and disconnect. Check the ball, grab your robot.
And every one of them was able to drive to the side. That's one of the first times that's happened. But there was pain on the field again.
As busy as the world gets, there are still times when things move a little slower, when life is a little simpler, and the local color looks good enough to eat. Welcome to harvest time, when Mother Nature puts on a whole new wardrobe, and we look at life in a whole new way. So pull out that favorite sweater and grab yourself a little piece of pure Michigan. Your trip begins at michigan.org.
It looks like all 4 of these teams need to work on their autonomous from the conversation going on ahead of time. So we'll see if anything happens when they hit start. 2 teams are ready. The blue teams, are you ready? You can put them on the floor. All right. It looks like all 4 teams are ready. The referees were discussing something else on the side. So once they are ready.
Alright, everybody ready? Autonomous in 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, look at that. They said no one had an autonomous, but the one robot that hadn't moved during autonomous all day scores below 1 point.
Heck yeah! See how easy that was?
Blue wins autonomous.
Driver control in 3, 2, 1, go!
But unfortunately, you can't get a robot quite work right now. So what is it already doing? So we've got a robot scoring, a robot descoring, a robot. So red team looks like they have one that's going to concentrate on scoring, one that's going to concentrate on descoring. Blue looks like they have one robot that's going to concentrate on scoring, and no, it looks like right now both blue robots are going to concentrate on defense. That could cause problems. Blue does manage to score in the middle. And then they block their opponent from scoring. So we'll see what else they can do. Red just got themselves hung up on the center tower, but they were able to get themselves off. Red is stuck on there. I was looking at, so at one point Red had 2 robots stuck. Now they don't have, now they've still got 1 stuck. So they managed to, so let's see what happens. Red is still stuck, their teammate hasn't helped them. Blue has now hung themselves. So we'll see how many are stuck at the end. So, their teammate almost got them unstuck. Or their opponent, rather, almost got them unstuck. Well, their opponent did get them unstuck. I don't know if that was really what they were intending to do, but that's what they did. But their opponent just scored for them at the last second. Blue has a row.
Back for half a second, forward for a second.
I do not see a red row. There is 1 blue row with autonomous. Looks like that will be enough for blue.
It's all about the ball.
No. You can't hear him. No.
We won. 1 match. Number 5. Blue 22, red 7.
Blue 22, red 7.
Disconnect. Grab your robot.
It's amazing. You have a better chance of winning if you win autonomous. Who knew that?
Well, I need to make some changes to the camera. We got to do a better job of how to get fed directly into the thing.
Yeah, I know.
So now we go to match 25. We have 3 on the red side. We have 323S, short circuit. 288A, Simmons. On the blue side, we have 323V. And 323V is gears, and 3231S is voltage strike.
For the 26th and final qualification match, these have 3547A and 4109A to the red table, 244F and 288F to the blue table. That's for match 26.
Blue teams to the field, please. Thank you. As everyone gets lined up.
Check this out one more time. Okay.
All right, you've got teams talking to each other, making sure that they don't interfere with each other during autonomous. We'll see what happens. Let's see. One of the red teams is ready to go.
Plug them in, put them down.
Blue team with a little bit of final tweaks and adjustments to their robots. Red's making sure they're totally lined up right.
At the next one, we'll show the skills rankings again.
Okay.
And then after the last match, we'll just do
Blue takes one tower.
That's perfect.
Blue managed to take 2 towers. An extra round, so they're counting. Both teams go. Blue quickly taking over a corner. Red taking another tower back. Red not taking a middle. Just there. You're seeing fast changes happen on who takes control of which field element. You're seeing some fast load as people are trading pretty much every 5 seconds right now. A tower is changing control. We got the robots are a little bit smashing up right now. We got 4 of them kind of in a ball, so we didn't have any changes happen for a few seconds. That was unusual. Red takes another, blue takes another. Blue almost takes the middle. It just falls out.
Hey Kevin, we got something exciting going on. 3 of the top ranked teams today are on the field right now. So the number 1, the number 2, and the number 3 seeds are all on the field together. So right now.
Which gave them a row. Actually gave them 2 rows. That center tower in literally the last second of the match gave them 2 rows, which looks like it will decide the match. It still contains the row, so red will win autonomous.
So we're going to pick them up and we're going to start driver control in 3,
Driver control.
1, go.
Now. Looks like blue's got one playing offense and one playing defense. So once again, the 41091A, if they win this match, they will be the #1 ranked team going into elimination rounds. Their partner. One tower, they've almost got it. Right now, blue did take that tower. Red's trying to see if they can get it back. Nope. But red has all of their balls are in a tower. Blue has one tower, red has the other towers. So red will win this. Who do you think won? Do we know? Yes, we do know. 52-2, red wins.
It's Saturday, September 26th, and we're going to show you another VEX in the Tent event live from Grandville High School in Grandville, Michigan.
All this robotic action is coming to you from the Grandville High School Robotics and Engineering Center. It's the home of the Grandville High School Robodogs.
We've got teams here for a morning event and an afternoon event. There's 24 teams this morning and 24 this afternoon, hailing from 6 different states. You want to stay with us all day because we start in the morning with our morning event, 8 a.m. qualification rounds, 11:30 starts the playoffs, and then in the afternoon...
In the afternoon, qualification rounds start at 1:30 with the playoffs at 4:30.
2 great events back-to-back today under the big tents. 48 teams playing, 2 events, morning and afternoon. If you can join us for one or the other, great. Stay all day and watch the whole thing.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy the robotic action.
Nope, Samsung.
Okay, teams, it's time for Alliance selection. I'm going to call some Alliance captains out here. We're going to start Alliance selection so we can play the playoffs. Yeah, we need him. I think we're back live on the broadcast. Is that right? We're not.
We cannot switch. Hang on. Move.
Oh, I can do it.
Are you hot?
I'm hot.
Okay, we're back? Okay, so we're back. Sorry about that. We're still learning how to use all these pieces of equipment. Hey, listen, we're back for Alliance selection here. We finished all the qualification rounds. We've got our top teams. We're going to call them out here, line them up. We're going to pick our Alliance partners. The way it works with VEX Robotics is once you pick your Alliance partner, you get to pick your partner. The two of you play together through the playoffs. #1 V Gears, please. Come out here and join us. 323 V Gears. Come right this way. We're going to put you right over here. We're going to line 8 of you up in a row, and you're going to put your alliance partners behind you. So stop right here. 41091A, Revelation, you're number 2 today. $288A, come on down, you're number 3. Simmons, $288A. Next one up, 8031B, forfeit from Hudsonville. 248E from Grandville. Rush. I'm still waiting for 8031B. Come on, guys, shake a leg. 248E, where are you at? 248 Edward. Need one captain out here from 288 Edward. Sorry, 248, I'm sorry. 3547A, you're number 6. Come on out here. And our final alliance captain to start picking is 244B. 6 feet apart, folks. Stay 6 feet from side to side. You're going to put your alliance partners behind you as they join you. Oh, is it another one yet? Son of a gun. Okay, we'll go one more. 244 Charlie. 244 Charlie, we need you to come join us over here. We've got our 8 alliance partners. They're all going to pick a partner to play with, and then we're going to play off. So the way it works is the first alliance will invite someone. They can accept or decline. If they decline, they cannot accept an invitation from another team. We're going to work our way along and have people pick their partners. So let's go talk to 323V over here and see who they'd like to play in the playoffs with today. Who do you call?
41091A.
4901A, what do you say, Revelation? Stand right behind her. Right behind him. Move over here. Stay 6 feet. All right, move down. Stay 6 feet away. We got to add another captain on the end. 248C, you're going to be picking now, so come on out. We'll add you to the alliance captain's role. Right down that way. Okay, 288A, you got to pick your partner. Who do you want to play with you today?
3547A.
3547A. That's these guys over here. 3547A. What do you say?
We respectfully decline.
Nope, not going to happen. You got to try again. So let's find your next choice. 288A. Who would you like?
288B.
288B. That's a winner. 288B. Where's 288B? What do you say, 288B?
We graciously accept.
We graciously accept. Okay. Interesting choice between 288. They left the top 10 and 15 well down the rankings. We'll see how they play today in the playoffs because he's reached down to get someone he thinks is really good. It'll help him win today. So we'll see how they do. 8031B, who do you take today?
288F.
288F. Also reaching down the rankings. 288F, what do you say?
We graciously accept.
Okay, he says they're going to accept. Interesting, they're all stepping down the rankings today. 248E, we're going to get an alliance partner for who do you say?
248F.
248F. You guys do not like the ranked team. 248F, where you at? What do you say?
We graciously accept.
He accepts also. Okay, we got another alliance right behind him. We're through our first 4. We need 4 more to play. 3547A, who'd you like?
323S.
323S, what do you say? They're coming on a run.
We accept.
They accept, all right. Step right back there. You can't be that close to him, right? This is the coronavirus world. 6 feet between everybody. Back there, please. There you go. Okay, 244B. What do you say? Who'd you like?
244C.
244C.
We accept.
They accept. Right behind him over there. Move over. I need another captain. 3231S. Voltage Strike. You're a captain. Stand right there. You're going to pick for our 8th place alliance. Before we do that, we get 248C. 8031A is waving their flag like crazy. Or there, it's Lightning McQueen. Here comes Lightning out here to see what he says.
We graciously accept.
Okay, they're in that alliance. One more over. Okay, so
288E.
288 Edward, you're asked to play. What do you say, 288 Edward? 288E. James Kirk, Captain James T. Kirk. Come on. He says yes. We've got an alliance here. So they're going to cue a video to explain this game to you. We're going to show you one more time the video that explains how change-up is played. We've got our 8 alliances. What will happen is, 1 will play 8, 2 will play 7. We'll play this off here under the big tents. Give us comments. We're going to change broadcasts right now, so you won't see anything more on this broadcast. You'll see the game video and an introduction. You need to change to the broadcast to the Robotics YouTube channel and go to morning event playoff rounds. So go switch to the different broadcast on our YouTube channel for the playoff rounds. We're going to sign off right now from here, and we'll see you in a minute on the playoff rounds. Bye.
Welcome to the world's greatest 2 minutes in robotics. The 2020-2021 game, VEX Robotics Competition, Change Up.
Change Up is played on a 12-foot by 12-foot field by 2 alliances, 1 red and 1 blue, made up of 2 teams each.
The object of the game is to get more points than the other alliance by scoring balls in goals and by connecting rows.
The VRC change-up field contains 32 balls, 16 red and 16 blue. Each robot starts the match with one of their corresponding balls as a preload. In addition, there are 9 goals located around the field where balls can be scored.
Balls are 6.3 inches in diameter and are worth 1 point for the corresponding alliance color when scored in a goal.
An alliance can take ownership of a goal by having the top scored ball in the goal. If an alliance has 3 owned goals in a row, they will receive a bonus of 6 points for connecting the row. But watch out!
During the driver control period, robots can remove balls from any goal at any time. This means that even if a goal looks full, an opponent could descore one of your balls, open a spot for a ball of their own, and interrupt a connected row. No scored balls or connected rows are safe. Each match begins with a 15-second autonomous period where robots score on their side of the field without help from their drivers. The alliance that scores more points in the autonomous period is awarded with a 6-point bonus added to the final score at the end of the match. This year, each alliance also has the opportunity to earn an additional win point in the autonomous period by completing their home row. The home row is the row of goals closest to their own alliance station.
The 1-minute, 45-second driver control period begins once the autonomous bonus winner has been determined. At the end of the driver control period, after all objects and robots have come to rest, the match will be scored to determine the winning alliance. Remember, VRC games are not scored until the driver control period has ended.
Official rules and game information for VEX Robotics Competition Change Up can be found at roboticseducation.org or vexrobotics.com.
To register a team, find events near you, or ask a question on the official Q&A, please visit robotevents.com.
Best of luck, and have a great 2020-2021 season.
We are no longer, oops, hello. So stop recording and stop broadcasting both. Stop and complete. Okay, I'm going to switch to Cam Link here.